From this point on, it is a matter of completing the remaining data. Depending on if you are a doer or if you are a client, then you will be prompted to enter a specific information. If you are a doer, then you need to provide some extra information if you want to be visible for those who might need you. So first and foremost, it is important that we enter the right data about your ID. And this is essentially because this is what will be providing trust to the clients. So be sure that you are just signing up as yourself, that you can provide accurate information and so on. So we also complete basic data here, document number. We have different options to select what document type you have. You might have a social security number, a passport, or DNI, or NIE in other countries. This is ready for the countries, driver license, or others. In my case, I selected social security number, and then I provided the number directly. We can select an image. We will see this in a second. It is important to clarify that nothing other than the basic data is really mandatory, but the more information that you can provide, the easier that you will be contacted by customers, because clients are looking for trust, and the more data you provide, the more trust you are actually providing. So I'm going to go ahead and enter an image of this door. We need to grant permissions. Then I can just select it, and it's very simple process. Then we complete the data. Birthday date is not, again, once again, it's not mandatory, but important in the sense that we can have more data. Let's say this guy was born in the 13th of July in 1990. Okay, current location. Okay, we enter the postal code. State, we're in Florida, so we find in the list the country, or directly enter here what is our state, and then based on the state we have the different cities to select from. So we either find the city on the list, or we can just directly enter the specific city that we're looking for. Found it here, then this is it, and it's completed. Then a very important part, personal documentation. So you have the option to attach different sites and different documents. Why this is important? Well, you can just click here in the question mark, and it says by attaching pictures of your ID, your identity is validated. So this is adding trust to the client that wants to contact you. Doers with a validated identity has more chances to be contacted. So even though it's not mandatory, it's highly recommended you provide this information. It is important to also bear in mind that this data that you are providing here is never, ever shared with anybody, not with clients, not with third parties, not with anybody. This is just a way that Doers Index has to sort of validate your identity. It's like saying, this is myself, and I'm certifying that the images of the documents that I am touching here are mine. Actually, you need to sign that in the lower part of the screen, certify that the attached are pictures of myself. Once again, this is not mandatory, but highly recommended, because it will be providing an extra level of safety for the clients that want to contact you, because they will see if you have provided this information. Even though they will not see the actual documents that you are uploading here, they will see a check mark that says, yes, he or she has provided this data. So for this particular process, we will enter here my driver license, or the driver license for this doer, and the social security card. So I'm going to go ahead and edit front side identification. This is going to be the driver license. This is a sample. Then the back side of this driver license, I already have it here. Then the social security card, if you have one, of course, and then the back side of this. So I have attached all this documentation in my process, as mentioned before, providing trust to the clients that might see my profile. They will see that I have my identity validated through those documents, even though they will, once again, not see the documents that are never ever shared. So we save the data, and this is just the first part of the data. So it says save data, your profile data has been updated, right? Do not forget to complete the information on the rest of the tabs. This is pretty important because so far we only have entered the basic information of yourself, but there are a couple of extra tabs that are important to populate in order to be visible for those who might search for a doer as yourself.